So is it now clear that why we get the power factor reduced for this type of non-sinusoidal quantities of non-sinusoidal current? Now,
Yes.
uh, this second point where we have said that the distortion of the bus voltage. Okay, so distortion of the bus voltage. What do you mean by that? Now, bus voltage means that voltage which is incoming. That means the Vm sin omega t itself. So, in the first point, we have assumed that bus voltage is sinusoidal. Now we are saying that the bus voltage will also be distorted. Distorted means it no longer remains sinusoidal. So why like that? Because suppose you have a source and there are many loads connected with this. So here you have suppose non-linear load, another non-linear load, or it can be also linear load. So this is called the point of common coupling, PCC. From where we take the supply is called the, from the utility point of view, it is called the point of common coupling. Here many loads are connected. So voltage of that PCC is here referred as a bus voltage. Now this is the source impedance ZS and this is the source voltage Vs. Okay. Now suppose this particular load is taking some current which consists of some fundamental as well as some harmonics. So all these harmonics are considered as a summation of IH and fundamental is I1. So this particular nonlinear load is taking this current. I am taking only one load. There may be several nonlinear load, but I am considering only one load. Not only that, for sake of understanding, I am just considering only one harmonic, that is third harmonic, to understand the thing in a simpler way. Okay, and this particular impedance I am taking only resistive. Okay, suppose this is a resistive. So if this is the case, then this VPCC, voltage of point common coupling or volt pass voltage, whatever you call it. So VPCC, what will be the value of that? Can you tell me? Okay, so let me take this VPCC, Vs minus the drop. What is the drop? What is this voltage drop? For this particular case, this is, বলো কি হবে? আমার ধরো একটাই লোড আছে, একটাই লোড আমি
I
ধরছি,
series.
I1 RS
plus some I into R.
I3 into
plus I harmonics into I3 into RS.
আর
ZS.
কিছু, only
RS.
two components I have considered. Clear? So if I can calculate these values, then I can find out the VPCC. Now let me derive this by drawing the curves for individual component. So all these are voltage. So let me define the y-axis as voltage. Now this VPCC, I don't know. I want to determine this. Now Vs, what is the nature of Vs? Vs I am assuming purely sinusoidal because at some point you have to start with some assumption. So Vs is exactly sinusoidal. Okay. What about this I1 RS? Bolo? That is also having the same frequency that of Vs because that is the fundamental. তাই তো? But the amplitude will be quite less
Yes.
because the source resistance is quite less. So the amplitude will be much less. Like this. Like this. And I have taken in the negative axis because this is minus I1 RS. So this component I have drawn for minus I1 RS. Okay. Now what should be minus I3 RS? So it's a third harmonic component. That means you will have 3 time period in 1 time period of fundamentals. So let me draw like this. Like this. So this is 1, 2, and 3. Now if I add these 3, so this is your Vs, this is your minus I3 RS. If you now if we now add these 3, what will be the resultant voltage waveform? Can you predict that?
স্যার একটু পিকি হবে কি?
পিকি টাইপের হবে, মাঝখানে পিক থাকবে।
That means it will be like this. Not exactly the value, but I am interested in that nature. So this will be peaky in nature. Okay, so that means though we are assuming the voltage of bus, that is our voltage of PCC, point of common coupling, is perfectly sinusoidal, but due to that current harmonic itself, the bus voltage or this voltage of PCC also will not be sinusoidal. It will be distorted. Now, certainly this distortion will be quite less compared to the distortion in the current. Can you tell me why? এই যে ডিস্টরশনটা হবে এটা কারেন্টের ডিস্টরশনের চেয়ে কম।
আরএস এর ম্যাগনিটিউডটা খুব কম বলে।
Correct. That means it will be damped by this low magnitude force impedance. So the effect of the current will be damped by the low magnitude of the source impedance. Here I have taken only the resistance, but there can be inductance as well. So due to that, so this is a special case or a very simple case, but the thing will not be so simple. There may be some phase difference, there may be other harmonics, there may be inductance component in that ZS. The things will be more complex, but the thing is the bus voltage or the voltage of point of common coupling will no longer be exactly sinusoidal. There will be slight distortion. Again, there is a limitation which is mentioned in these two standards, that what should be the maximum value of distortion in that VPCC. Okay. So have you understood the point number 2? Now, what was the point number 3?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you recall the point number 3?
Problem related to line equipment.
Yes.
Okay. So we have different types of line equipment starting from induction motor, which is used for many industry, synchronous motor, your capacitors, capacitor banks, which is used for the power compensators. Okay. Now cables, transformers, these are all called the line equipments, which is connected to the line. So what will be the problem in those line apparatus? Okay, so we can start with induction machines, induction motors. Okay, so first thing is that if the current contains some harmonics, let us assume 10 to 20% harmonics is there in the line current. What kind of problem may occur in case of induction motors? Now, when we have studied induction motor in electrical machine 2 subject in this second year, second sem, you can recall that what you have taken there. You have taken any non-sinusoidal voltage currents, or you have assumed that voltage and currents will be sinusoidal. What you have assumed there, and what you get sinusoidal, and what you got the expression for the torque. Can you recall what was the torque expression? Can't recall, isn't it? Nobody can recall the expression of torque. কারো মনে পড়ছে না টর্কের এক্সপ্রেশনটা? কি হলো?
So
Sir,
VS square by 3 omega sm into R square by R square
অত
plus
বড়টা মনে না
x2
রাখলেও হবে।
square by R2
You just tell me in terms of
PG by
power.
omega s.
Yes.
PG
Not
by
PG,
omega s.
not
Hmm.
PG. For
PG by
3
3PG
3 PG, yes.
3 PG by omega s.
Hmm.
Omega is the synchronous
Rotor
speed.
ohmic loss by the
Not rotor ohmic loss. PG is the gap power, air gap power.
yes.
Rotor ohmic loss is SPT. And the mechanical power is 1 minus SPG. PG is just the air gap power, the power which the rotor receive from the stator. এই পাওয়ারটা just stator থেকে রোটারে যায় through the air gap. Therefore, it is called the gap power or air gap power. আর কিছু না। Okay, so সেটা তিনটে ফেজের contribution. If we add the contribution from 3 phases, so it will be 3 PG because the power is after all a scalar quantity. So 3 PG by omega s. Omega s is the synchronous speed in radian per second. Remember. Okay, so whatever. So here again we have taken that this PG. We have taken this PG. PG, what is the unit of PG?
Watt.
Watt. So that means we have taken the active power. Okay. We have taken the active power. Now, if for the same rating, okay, for the same input current and voltage, if we want to have the active power or the average power, what will be the case in line current having the non-sinusoidal or this harmonic component? না, আমার যদি সেম VI আমি যদি কনসিডার করি অ্যাজ অ্যান ইনপুট, okay, now what will be this torque, or what will be this, because other quantities are not varying, what will be this PG, what will be this active power, whether it will remain same for the non-sinusoidal assumption as well. বুঝতে পারছি আমি কি বলছি? If my apparent power input to the motor is constant, which is VI, if that is constant, what would I get out of it as an gap power? Whether it will remain same as in case of sinusoidal
So
assumption.
it will decrease certainly.
Okay, so it will decrease. So that we have proved already, isn't it? We have proved, because here this current, this particular current has different components like I1 plus I3. So there are different components of I. Now all these components will not have any contribution of active power. So in this PG, so these components, this I3, I5, all this harmonic component would not have any contribution. So that means in this PG, only this I1 will have some contribution. But in the apparent power, you will have the total contribution, total current contribution. Okay, so that means obviously the performance, the efficiency of the machine will be poor. Number one. Number two, that if this okay, so if PG is reduced, what about the torque for the same VI input? If the PG is reduced, what about the torque will be also reduced? Okay, so if the torque is reduced for the same load, what will be the omega or n or n? What will be this? These all will be reduced. Okay, so just take an example of a ceiling fan. Ceiling fan is not a three-phase induction motor, but if it is a it is an induction motor which is generally two-phase. Okay, anyway, but that take the condition when it takes non-sinusoidal current from the source. For an example, if we have electronic regulator, have you seen electronic regulator? Which is
Yes, sir.
used to control the speed of the fan. It is not the
Yes,
regulator
yes.
which step. It is the smooth regulators, because step regulators have different technology. It is the smooth regulators. Those are called the electronic regulators. And what is there we have, that is the phase control rectifier. Phase control rectifier is what? Actually, if we have the sinusoidal voltage input. Now phase control rectifier topology, actually it don't allow the total voltage, it cut a certain percentage of that voltage like this. That means this shaded portion, it doesn't allow to pass through the load, in this case to the fan. তাতে কি হয়? তাতে the RMS value is reduced. So we implement this by a triac and diac. In case of this type of electronic regulator, we use a special type of our electronic switch that is called triac. We can also implement this by using back-to-back thyristor, but we generally use track because that is low cost solution. So by using a track, we implement this type of phase control rectifiers for this type of low cost regulators, speed regulators. Now the basic principle is to reduce the RMS value across the fan. Okay, are you getting? But by this process, what it does, it distorts the actual waveform, actual supply voltage waveform. Suppose this is the supply voltage waveform, which is initially, which was perfectly sinusoidal. But after this regulator, okay, so after this regulator, it becomes distorted. So suppose this is your electronic regulator. Electronic regulator. So here we have exactly sinusoidal. But after this, you have non-sinusoidal voltage. And therefore, you will have non-sinusoidal current as well. And always there will be difference in current and voltage value. And what you will get a reduction in the torque and speed. Okay, so that means you will have other torque, which is called, suppose the for third harmonic you will get some torque contribution, for fifth harmonic you will have some torque contribution, but those torque will not be effective as the fundamental. And what do uh, they do actually? Actually, they create the mechanical oscillation or vibration, and sometimes the wearing of the bearing. That is the result of this type of harmonic torque. Got my point? সেই জন্য যখন এই ধরনের নন সাইনুসয়েডাল ভোল্টেজ দিয়ে আমরা ফ্যান বা এই ধরনের মোটর যখন চালাই, then you will feel some vibration you cannot feel because you are not touching that, but the vibration you can feel from the noise coming out of it. মানে ফ্যান থেকে একটা দেখবে নয়েজ আসছে, একটা হামিং নয়েজ আসে। এবার সেটা কখন হবে? যখন তুমি খুব লো স্পিডে যাবে, মানে যত তুমি ভোল্টেজটাকে ডিস্টর্ট করবে, যত তুমি আলফা অ্যাঙ্গেলটাকে চেঞ্জ করবে, তত তোমার আরএমএস ভ্যালুটা কমবে, মানে তুমি লো স্পিডে যাচ্ছ, তত তোমার কিন্তু এই মেকানিক্যাল ভাইব্রেশনটা বাড়তে থাকবে, নয়েজটা বাড়তে থাকবে। এবং সেটা মোটরের জন্য কিন্তু ভালো নয়, বিকজ you know that in case of okay, so you have not studied, you have not done the induction motor design yet, but again for induction motor design also we'll have all the expression, all the formulas based on the sinusoidal assumption. সেখানেও আমরা সবকিছু সাইনুসয়েডাল ধরেই করি, and if we don't have the sinusoidal voltage or currents, what will be the effect we don't know. Okay, so have you realized this type of problem which may occur due to the non-sinusoidal voltage or current in case of asynchronous machine? So this is effect number one. Number two is the I-squarer loss. Would you think that this I-squarer loss will vary for this non-sinusoidal current? Any chance that this current, this loss will vary? You just think. মানে previously যে লসটা ছিল এখন কি, because that here my assumption is my input vi remain constant, আগে যে লসটা ছিল উইদাউট দিস নন সাইনুসয়েডাল কারেন্ট, আগে যে আই স্কোয়ার লস ছিল তার রেসপেক্টে now what will be the change in this I squared loss? What do you think? Whether it will remain
further
same or
harmonic
increase or
component
হ্যাঁ বলো
add increase.
হ্যাঁ বলো
It will increase due to the harmonic currents.
why?
আগে
Harmonic current,
শুধু
হ্যাঁ।
I1 ছিল, এখন
আগে I1 ছিল
I1,
না তো,
I3
আগে তো আমার I আর this I is basically the I, that means I RMS. This is not I1. This is I RMS, but the waveform was sinusoidal. ওইটা কিন্তু I RMS ই, but the waveform was sinusoidal. যখন কারেন্টটা নন সাইনুসয়েডাল হলো তখনও কিন্তু that I RMS remains same, that is my assumption. When it is sinusoidal as well as non sinusoidal, that VI, the VI input to the machine will not change. Actual power input to the machine will not change. So that was my assumption. That is my assumption. বুঝতে পারছো কি বলছি? তাহলে আগে যখন আমার সাইনুসয়েডাল ছিল কারেন্টটা, so then whatever the RMS value we get, now if the thing is not sinusoidal like this, then the RMS value will remain same. And if the RMS value remains same, then this I square is basically the RMS value square. Why it will change? Isn't it?
yes,
Are you getting my point? কিন্তু চেঞ্জ হবে।
yes,
কেন চেঞ্জ হবে? Because the R will change. Can you explain this? That I will not change because I RMS, that is my assumption. As I have assumed that the total VI input is not changed, so that means I RMS will not change. So I square, this term will not change, but the R will change. The resistance will change. Can you explain that? Why the resistance will change?
Due to skin effect.
Correct. So due to skin effect. Now previously it was 50 hertz component only, and you know that for 50 hertz component also there is a elevation in the resistance value, and that is 1.2 to 1.3 times of the DC value, DC resistance. But if the current now has other components like 150 hertz, 250 hertz, like this, third, fifth, all these components, then there will be more skin effect. Okay, so that means R will increase, and this is the change of this R will be more in case of large machines where the conductors are thick, large in cross section. The effects will be more. The change in this I square R will be more. Okay. Now, whenever you will design this machine, and if you don't know that whether the or if you know that the machine which you are designing will be applied with some drives, power electronic drives, because most of the induction motors nowadays used with some variable frequency drives, power electronic drives. So drives you will study in 4th year. Okay, so when you know at the design stage that your motor will be used with some power electronic drives, certainly there will be some sort of harmonics. Then you have to take into consideration this elevated loss. Okay, you have to consider some excess loss which will be there when this motor will be used with some power electronic drives. Okay, so not only this I square loss, now the core loss. What about the core loss?
It will be increased as the variable frequency harmonics related or
Okay, so
higher
that means
frequency.
the core loss is directly proportional to the frequencies. If the frequency is getting high, because for this all the harmonics the frequencies will be high, so core loss will be increased. Okay, so these are the effects on asynchronous machines. Now consider the case of a transformer, because transformers are very important line equipment. Okay, now in the transformer you have different types of losses. So I square L loss, core loss, uh, this will have the same effect as you have in case of induction machine. But there are other two losses which we generally don't consider for motors, like the stray load loss. Do you know what is the stray load loss? Have you heard this term, stray load loss?
It is lost due to the tank of the transformer. In the tank, sometimes eddy current
Okay.
flows. So
Now,
this loss.
as here you have high frequency component, generally we neglect that stray load loss because in 50 hertz frequency that eddy current loss in the other non-laminated portion of the transformer will be quite less compared to the major two losses. But here, due to the high frequency component of harmonics, you will have more stray load losses. Okay, clear. Now, one more problem you can experience in case of transformer, that is the possible resonance with the line inductance and capacitance, because transformer generally has some, if you see the equivalent circuit, transformer generally has some resistance and inductance. Okay, and it is designed such that it would not create any resonance with the line capacitance. Okay, but that is true for the 50 hertz assumption, the power frequency assumption. Always we design the transformer based on the power frequency, that is the 50 hertz. So in the 50 hertz, it is quite away from the resonance condition. That means the values of line capacitance and the values of transformer inductance is quite different, which will not result in any kind of resonance. But in case of harmonics, one of the harmonics may create some resonance with the line capacitance that you don't know. বুঝতে পেরেছো? কোনো একটা হারমোনিক কম্পোনেন্ট সেটা ম্যাচ করে গিয়ে ওটা একটা রেজোনেন্স ক্রিয়েট করতে পারে, সেক্ষেত্রে ওই হারমোনিক কম্পোনেন্টের ভ্যালুটা অনেক বেড়ে যাবে, because resonance after all amplifies the value. Okay, so there is a possible resonance between the transformer inductance and line capacitance. Clear? So these are the problems related with transformers, also reactors, because sometimes reactors are also used in lines, especially in case of static var compensator, STATCOM. Okay, so we'll discuss the static var compensator in later stages. Now, another important equipment which is used in uh, distribution and transmission, that is the capacitors, capacitor banks rather. to improve the bhar. Okay, to compensate the bhar, rather, to improve the power factor. Okay, now capacitor is basically consists of dielectric material, isn't it? তাই তো?
Yes.
Capacitor কি থাকে? Dielectric material থাকে. And in a dielectric, do you know that what kind of loss we get? That is called the dielectric loss. Okay. Now this dielectric loss, I will explain the dielectric loss in details when we'll discuss dielectric heating in the second chapter. This dielectric loss is basically function of frequency. If the frequency becomes high, that dielectric loss also increases. So that means we'll get additional dielectric loss for line capacitors. Okay, and if the loss is significant, sometime we can experience some dielectric breakdown for this type of capacitor bank. Okay, and obviously the resonance, again comes the resonance, because this type of capacitor again creates some resonance with the other reactive part, inductive part present in the line. And result of that, there may be some over voltage. Clear? Understood? So this is the explanation of the third point. That means the due to this harmonic component present in the source current or line current, what kind of problem we may face in the line equipments like induction motors, transformers, capacitors, reactors, etc. Okay, is it okay?
Yes.
Do you have any question up to this? Okay, so I am stopping the share because I will end the class here. And if you have any question, you can ask me. In the meantime, I will.
So
Take-
stray lossটা একবার explain করবেন কেন
Sure.
বেড়ে যায়?
স্ট্রে লসটা বেড়ে যায় হচ্ছে তোমার নরমালি ট্রান্সফরমারের স্ট্রে লস থাকে, কিন্তু সেটা তো 50 হার্জ ফ্রিকোয়েন্সির জন্য। সেই 50 হার্জ ফ্রিকোয়েন্সিতে যে এডি কারেন্ট লসটা হয় নন ল্যামিনেটেড আয়রন পার্টস, যেমন হচ্ছে তোমার ধরো বোল্টস, ট্রান্সফরমারের যে কোর গুলোকে যে বোল্ট দিয়ে ক্ল্যাম্প করা থাকে, সেটা একটা নন ল্যামিনেটেড আয়রন পার্টস অফ দ্য ট্রান্সফরমার। বা ট্রান্সফরমার ট্যাঙ্ক which are made of boiler plates, that is also another non laminated iron. এই ধরনের নন ল্যামিনেটেড আয়রনে যখন তোমার 50 হার্জ ফ্রিকোয়েন্সি হোক বা হায়ার ফ্রিকোয়েন্সি হোক, যেগুলো যখন লিঙ্ক করে ফ্লাক্স কম্পোনেন্ট গুলো, তখন সেখানে এডি কারেন্ট লস হয়। কিন্তু সেটা সেই এডি কারেন্ট লসটাকে আমরা নর্মাল এডি কারেন্ট লসের মধ্যে কনসিডার করি না, that we take as a stray load loss. Now this stray load loss will be increased for higher frequency component of the current, which is called harmonics. বুঝতে পেরেছো? যত হারমোনিক্স এর কম্পোনেন্ট মানে কন্টেন্ট বাড়বে, তত এই এডি কারেন্ট লসটা মানে স্ট্রে এডি কারেন্ট লস যেটাকে বলছি সেটা বাড়বে।
ওকে স্যার।
বুঝে গেছে? আর কেউ কিছু জিজ্ঞেস করবে? Okay. So if you don't have any